Sorry, I'm using natural light. Hi, I'm Crystal the Cottage Witch, and today I want to show you my crystal collection. Now, I do want to put a disclaimer. If you want to skip this, everything is timestamped below, but my crystal collection is obviously not something that happened overnight. I've collected rocks since I was a little girl. My great aunt actually used to work at a flea market, so she would have tons and tons of actual crystals. Actually, the first crystal I ever gotten was in this video, and it's actually this super faded chunk of amethyst because amethyst is my birthstone, and purple is my favorite color. So I don't even know how old I was when she gave me this, but I was obviously too young to play with it. But anyway, at least 50% of these crystals are at least 20 years old. So the saturation and like the brightness is on through the rest of the video because some of them are dulled down with age, but that way you could kind of see more of the details. The other thing that I do want to mention is that now, well, for the last few years, crystals have become insanely popular. And while they have gotten insanely popular, not that they weren't popular before, but now it's like, whew, as many of them now are ethically sourced. Not even that some of them were sourced ethically back then, but now a lot of the conditions for which crystals are mined and gathered are a lot worse than what they were back then in a way. It is something that I did wish I knew about when I was younger, because when I was younger, all I ever wanted was tons of crystals and rocks. I think you've seen my other video where I go over like my haunted stuff and like some weird things that I have. I think it's up on this side. And you can see part of my rock collection. Always collected rocks. So a lot of my gifts throughout the years from multiple people have been crystals. I know there is a lot of consumerism when it comes to crystals. A lot of people do buy them thinking that they will change or help their life, which for some of them, when they see it, it's a reminder of some things. For other people, they could put in all their energy in hopes that this crystal will change or affect their life. Again, as a reminder on this channel, magical advice is not medical advice. Sorry, I'm wearing my sassy sleeves, so I'm also trying not to be sassy because it's really late at night. And here, it's the mundane before the magic. But I honestly do love my crystal collection. My crystals bring me great happiness. I love looking at them. I remember about 99% of them. And one thing I loved about having my own space is I could take the crystals from where they were being stored and I could put them out on display and surround myself with things that brought me happiness. I do like big crystal grids on my glass table as part of that. Sorry, I forgot to take off my nail polish, so you're going to see chipped nails throughout this. So I'm sorry for any of you that it's like bothering you, because I'm like that too, but I can't get it off. I don't know where my nail polish remover is. Anyway, I just want to show you my collection, while at the same time not adding on to unethical mining and harvesting and working conditions for other people getting crystals, overpriced, microwaved crystals, things like that. I feel like crystals have changed throughout the decades. So I just wanted to put that in. At the end is the behind the scenes. Nothing really fancy there. Because for my thumbnail, I wanted to put all the crystals on my hair, and I needed help, so I asked my girlfriend Martina to come by. And I was like, can you lay out my hair and put crystals on it? Then squat over me and take pictures. Thanks for Martina for squatting over me late at night to take pictures and put rocks in my hair. And then there were so many that it was really hard for me to get up. So that's what's on camera because I was literally like pinned to the ground. Anyway, talking way too much. Everything is timestamped. That way, if you wanted to just see certain colors of crystals, it's going to go by towers first, which I explain each tower. So that part is a little long. All my spheres that I have, which I go through and again, describe each one that I have. I don't have as many. And then all the rest after that is just colors by crystals by colors, because it would take way too long to describe each one and its properties and folklore with it and everything else, because a lot of crystals actually have folklore with them. Not just from like the spiritual aspect, but like folklore and stories behind them. Like how the stone got its color, its shape, or like if it grows in a certain type of way and the meanings behind it from the folklore sense, which maybe I'll do a video about that if that interests any of you guys. But anyway, okay. Let's get started. Like I said, there's no outro in this. It's just the outtakes for making the thumbnail. So I'm going to say bye now. I hope you're having a wonderful day, evening, night, energy, space, no matter what time of day it is that it may be when you are watching this. And I really, truly hope that good things happen to you. So I figured I would start with my towers first, then I'm going to do spheres, and then I'm going to do each crystal by color, like color groups of crystals, just to make everything a little bit easier when I get to the color groups of crystals, because there's a decent amount. I'm probably not going to go through and name each one. I'm just going to put them on display. I know it's not like the prettiest display right now. I'm getting ready to do a big full moon charge. So normally when the full moon is in my sun sign, that's when I'll charge my crystals. My sun sign is Aquarius. So when it's a full moon in Aquarius, that's when I charge like every single crystal that I do. And especially since I'm going to be swapping out my crystal grid for Samhain and Halloween, I'm just going to charge up everything right now. So we're going to start with the biggest first. So this is heavy. This is a huge tower of rainbow fluorite, and I had gotten this one from my old mentor. Oh geez, I don't even know how many years ago now. I'm trying to get it on a better angle. I have some lights on, but I didn't want it to be overbearing. I wanted to do cozy lights, but cozy lights you can't see everything. But this is like 7 pounds, which doesn't seem like a lot, but trust me, it is a lot, especially when it comes to crystals. But the color is beautiful. This crystal is bigger than my head. Like, I'm trying to hold it. I can't even get it all on screen. If I hold it way back here, like, yeah. This one's a big boy. This one is, I'm pretty sure this one is golden quartz, but no one had gotten it for me. And he said it was citrine, according to the label. So I use this one in my money bowl. Another big heavy boy. This one is volcanic agate. This one glows under UV light and black light. Kind of reminds me of ice cream. Like, do you remember like the Haagen-Dazs, like the chocolate and vanilla ice cream? Again, another big boy. Back here is just a beautiful clear quartz, but I like this one because it looks like it has a heart in the middle. It's hard to see in it, but the way the iron is in it, it looks like there's a heart. And there's so many rainbows and crystals in this one. Ugh. This one is beautiful. This one is sodalite. I'm pretty sure this one is my tallest tower, though my rainbow fluorite is like my girthiest. Well, maybe the selenite is, but this one's another boy. Also from Nolan. Beautiful tower. This is smelting quartz or smelting glass. So this is chunks of quartz mixed in with glass. So if you ever have like these types of kind of like iridescent swirls and designs, that's kind of like your hint that there's glass mixed in with your crystals in your quartz. I can't remember where I got this from. This one is so old. It doesn't lay flat though, so I have to lean it up against something. So I'm just going to move it off to the side for now. This back here are 2 pieces of agate that I use as bookmarks, but I put it off to the side. This is a chunky rose quartz boy. Again, beautiful. Beautiful. It looks so pale on this light. It was so hard trying to get the light right. Back here is a giant tower of selenite. It also doubles as a lamp. This is a piece of rainbow fluorite. This is amazonite. This one is moss agate. Moss agate is my favorite stone. This one has like little drusies inside. And there's like a little hole to like see through. So it's like a hagstone too. But this type of moss agate is my favorite with the dark green in it. It's almost like transparent. Oh, so nice. Tower of selenite. This is ocean jasper. So pretty, right? So pretty. Moss agate. Again, moss agate is my favorite stone. There's so many like drusies and crystals and shimmers in it. Doesn't it just look like the world? Ugh. I know it's not well, actually that's a lie. Before, no one liked moss agate and it wasn't popular. And then within like the last 5 years, maybe a little bit before that, it became so popular. And before, no one wanted this stone. No one wanted this stone. So the price has gone up. It's not sourced ethically as much anymore. So I haven't gotten any in a few years because of that. Back here, I'm going to mispronounce this one, but this one is a Chirophase. This one I believe is red tiger's eye. I had a tower of blue tiger's eye, but I gave it a Nolan. Beautiful shimmer on that. This one is a labradorite tower. I know I'm spending so much time on these. But like I said, once we get to my other crystals, I'm just going to be showing them. Oh, beautiful, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love the story of labradorite. It was rumored that it's the northern lights trapped in the stone. Now this one, I honestly can't fully remember the name of. Nolan got this one for me as a gift because this one was like nostalgic looking for me for some reason. Well, I guess not for some reason. I guess it's the colors, but it kind of reminded me of like crayons, like drawing on paper and being in like a roller skating rink. I don't know if that makes sense, but it is a beautiful, beautiful tower. I think he got it for my birthday. Now, this one, I'm pretty sure was mislabeled. This one was also a gift. They got it for very cheap since the point of it is gone, but they were like, oh, this is moss agate. And I was kind of like, I don't think that's moss agate, even though it can be white and brown. But with the green on it and the way it's layered, I actually think it can be a type of fluorite, or but it has like some inclusions in it, like it could be garden quartz, but I don't know. I think it's beautiful. This little piece reminded me of like a bat, and I love bats, but it also kind of looks like a heart. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. This one was another gift from Nolan. This one is lepidolite. And this one has so many crazy, cool, beautiful details on it. There's so much mica in it. Oh, the shimmer does not pick up to do it justice. Beautiful, right? Oh my gosh, matches my bedroom theme. I wish I could get like those sparkles on camera. Oh, so nice. This is more rainbow fluorite. Rainbow fluorite is my second favorite stone besides moss agate. I'm very nature-based, so moss agate is the most aesthetically pleasing to me, but I like what rainbow fluorite represents. Plus, I suffer from extreme vertigo. So rainbow fluorite, since it's supposed to help balance, in the belief of it, both hemispheres of the brain, it's also known as the vertigo stone, to help alleviate symptoms of it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I could stare at these stones for hours. Again, don't forget, this collection has been built up for over decades, and I've gotten rid of some, I've gotten new ones, so on and so forth. This is another agate piece of a bookend. I don't have the other piece, it's just this one. This is amazonite. Oh, so nice. Doesn't it almost look like Lamar or Lamiar? But it's amazonite. Oh, looks like ocean waves. Beautiful stone, beautiful stone. This isn't technically a tower, it's like a freeform, but this is actually stromalite. And Nolan had gotten this for me for Christmas, my birthday, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I can't remember. It was quite a few years ago. But this is actually a fossil. It's one of the oldest like stones that exhibit life forms on Earth. Oh, this stone feels like the shape of this particular stone, the vibe from it, just something about it. It just fits so good in my hand, and it just feels so good working with it. He picked it up and he was all like, Crystal would like the way this feels. And I was like, you know what? You were right. You did so good. Here is another piece of rainbow fluorite, because it comes in many different forms. Those little rainbows, beautiful, right? So nice. Ugh, this one is so pastel looking. Ugh, I love it so much. I really feel like I should have done a prettier background. I have backdrops too, and instead I just used a white sheet. That way you can see everything, and that way the designs of these crystals won't get lost in anything else. Oh, maybe I should have done that. Hopefully this is still aesthetically pleasing to watch. I don't know how aesthetically pleasing it is though. This one is just a basic little clear quartz. This one has kind of faded throughout the years because this one I know is at least like 11 years old. So it's definitely not as clear as it used to be. But it is still a beautiful, beautiful piece. Oh my gosh. So freaking nice. Oh, sorry. I just love like the way nature works. It's just so beautiful. Here we have another labradorite tower. A little small one. Oh, beautiful. Oh, they're all so beautiful. He's more kind of like obelisk shaped. You know what I mean? This one is a little chunky moss agate tower. Just look at that. Oh, so cool. It just really looks like the world. So beautiful. Again, I know it's not everybody's favorite stone, but to me, it just feels so calming. It feels so happy when I hold it and relaxing, and it just makes me feel like I'm just so connected and strong. Right, kitty? Okay, never mind. This one's another chunky boy. This one is just a regular clear quartz. Many rainbows and inclusions. Oh, I'm getting my fingerprints all over everything. I'm so sorry. Here is a beautiful garden quartz. Oh my gosh, I love, use my accent, garden quartz. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know my nails still aren't painted. I still don't know where my nail polish remover went. I gotta find it. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. We're almost done, I promise. These are like the little baby towers now. This one is rainbow fluorite. Another one, because like I said, this and moss agate are my favorite stones. Oh, so beautiful. This one is more of like a purple and like gold color compared to like the normal teal and green and purple. But it is still beautiful. This one is a tiny amazonite tower. It looks kind of like the other ones. This one is Caribbean calcite, and it does really look like waters in the Caribbean, huh? Beautiful, beautiful colors. Like, look at the colors up there. Beautiful. I know with my nails, it definitely does not look beautiful. But still. Oh, so many nooks and crannies and inclusions. Oh, it's so beautiful. Another mini labradorite tower with beautiful blue flashes. Oh. It's kind of rare to find ones with like all purple flashes, because those are the ones that most people go for. So you'll find like the greens, the yellows, some of the blues, but the purple flash ones are my favorite. This one is a very, very, very old one. It's more of a crystal point, but it does stand on its own. It's just regular quartz. Beautiful little mini rose quartz tower. A beautiful green fluorite tower. Like, look at the rainbow. Oh, look at it. Oh my gosh. Can you feel it? Can you feel the good juju? Oh, such a pretty green too, and that purple. Like perfectly layered. Well, not perfectly, but that's what makes it perfect. So nice. Oh my gosh. A nice little cutesy tower of rainbow moonstone. It does have flashes, but I can't seem to find the flashes on camera right now, so it's just going to make me look like a liar. But this one does have some oh, you can see like the shellac right there, but this does have pretty flashes. I'm sure you guys all know, like the rainbow moons. Oh, there was kind of one. Like a split second, there was like a blue one right there, right above my thumb. Oh, kind of got it. Get more of the shellac than the flash. Oh, there's a little bit more. Yeah. Rainbow moonstone. Rainbow fluorite baby tower. Rainbow fluorite baby tower. Another rainbow fluorite baby tower. And another rainbow fluorite baby tower. This one accidentally fell and broke, so Nolan and I glued it back together. Another rainbow fluorite baby tower. Some of these kind of like thicker ones, the ones that are kind of like not tall and skinny, but kind of wide. They have better inclusions and rainbows. And oh my gosh, so beautiful, right? Oh. This world is something, man. All the stuff that it can create. A baby clear quartz tower. Beautiful, beautiful, you're beautiful. A black obsidian baby tower. And the last one of the towers is another clear quartz. I have a lot of clear quartz. The main crystal that everybody seems to give me is amethyst, because 1, purple is my favorite color. 2, I work with dream magic. And 3, amethyst is my birthstone. And the second biggest one that I get is clear quartz. I don't have as much clear quartz as I used to, but I had like a tote filled with clear quartz. It would have looked like I would sell crystals, but yeah, okay. These are my towers, my crystal towers. And now we're going to move on to my spheres, and then after we move on from the spheres, we're going to go through each crystal category by color. I just figured I would start with the towers first. You can't even see how big some of these are. Or like the details on some of them. That's like what happens though, because you can never film as good as you could see in real life. Alright, let's move on to the spheres. Alright, I definitely don't have as many spheres as I do towers, only because I normally get towers because they're easier for me to work with, and spheres you have to make sure that you have like a container in your holder for them. This one on camera, I know it's showing up a little weird, but this one is orange selenite, and it looks more like brown, or like an amber color, but it's actually like a very bright, vivid orange, but this is orange selenite. This one is very heavy. This one is just a regular quartz crystal, and it is beautiful. Like, oh my goodness. Sorry, there's a piece of hyssop on it. But I remember when I got this sphere, this cost me like $5 when I bought it. So that shows you how much the prices for crystals have changed when things have become popular. It's pretty decent size, you know. But this, once upon a time, only cost me $5. Now I'm pretty sure this will be at least 20. So crazy to think about, right? This one is very heavy. It's very solid. This one is selenite. You can tell from the nice sheen. This one is a big boy. This one I think weighs actually 8 pounds. It weighs more than my ginormous fluorite tower, but it is beautiful. This one back here is technically glass, because real quartz crystal that clear, as you can see, real quartz crystal that clear goes for a very, very pretty penny. And this one is a decent size. You might have seen it in my, if you watched my YouTube short of the Witch's Hex Hotline, or the beginning of like my ward video with houseplants, you can see how big it is. But when I got that, I think that was like $10 or something like that. When I bought that, I don't even want to think about how much that would cost now, just as like a decorative piece. But yeah, a big difference now. This is a beautiful rose quartz sphere. Beautiful, beautiful. The container, like the stand that's back there, that's probably out of focus. That's actually an incense holder. But I put it next to my other goddess statue, so I thought it was fitting. This is merlinite. So there's different types of merlinite. Is this merlinite? Oh, it's a certain type of merlinite, because the real merlinite is actually a very rare stone. This one isn't the very rare stone. This is the other version of it. I'm going to have to look it up and double check it because it is very late when I'm filming this. But this one is beautiful. This one has like a lot of different flashes on it. I really wish you could record on how like you see in real life. This one is just regular amethyst. I know it looks kind of brown from afar. This one is just an amethyst sphere. This little baby one is another piece of orange selenite. This one is another little baby clear quartz one. This one you could probably get for like $5 now. But I'm pretty sure when I got this, this was like 50 cents, if not more. I mean, if not a little, well, maybe $1. I don't know. But again, because these are like decades long crystal collections. This tiny little baby one is rhododendrite. It's so little. It is so little. Maybe this is the one now that you could get for $5 with how much crystals have gone up in price. It's ridiculous. This one is tanzanite. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. This one again perfectly matches my bedroom. My bedroom is like purple and gray for colors. This one is black obsidian. This one is the cliche. Oh, my fingerprints are all over this one. Oh, I'm so sorry. This one is cliche for scrying. Remember we went over in my mirror video. Black obsidian is just volcanic glass, but this is the traditional, I'm trying to do finger quotations, scrying with that in forms of crystalmancy, besides using clear quartz for crystalmancy. This one is UV light, otherwise known as the TV stone, because it magnifies everything. It looks like selenite, but it's not. It's a magnifier stone. I wish I could find something to put through it. Doesn't it kind of look like an eye right there? Like, ooh. But it magnifies everything on the other side. Definitely not going to be like the best example, but here's the Lemonade card. Nope, definitely not the best example. I can't get it on camera the way I could see it in real life. But yeah, I also think, I'm not exactly 100% certain, so definitely do your own research on this, but I think part of the name of that is because part of the stone was used in TVs too. Fact check that. I'm going to fact check that and see if that's right or wrong, and I'm going to put up on screen now. And last but not least, we got a little mookaite crystal. Little tiny one. Almost looks like Jupiter, huh? It also kind of reminds me of like Tatooine, but I think it's because of the colors. Any Star Wars fans in here? So those are my spheres. Like I said, I don't really have like a lot of spheres. I normally work with like towers. I know towers and points is seen as more masculine energy, but they're also more direct energy too. Plus, like, I got little hands and I don't have like a lot of holders, so it's just easier for me to hold the towers for most of them. All right, so we're gonna go into like the color groups of crystals now. Hopefully you guys are still here. Like I said, for when we get to the color groups of crystals, it's just gonna be shots over the crystals because there's gonna be too many to name. So let's start from the bottom of the rainbow up. So let's start with purple crystals first.
Oops, sorry.
Oh!
Okay. Did you want?
Okay, ready? I don't know how much these are gonna go everywhere. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh! I felt my hair get ripped out. Woo!